Okay, today I'm going to talk about the operation of the Qualcomm. There's a lot of FFE drivers that had to switch over to the Qualcomm from the PeopleNet, and I wanted to go over a couple of things that some of the people don't know. I don't know everything about the Qualcomm, but I know a little bit more than some people, and this was a request, a special request. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is logging in. I'm not going to hit the login button because I have a student on my truck, and for her privacy I want to protect her name. Next I'm going to go to messaging. This is where you get your load information, your pre-planned information, and if they want to send you messages and let you know where you're headed, how many stops you have, where you're going, the pickup date and time, the delivery date and time, and that type of information. And you can hit reply and reply to each message, and you can also delete it like that as well. But there's also a delete all button where you can delete every message at the same time, even brand new messages. Okay, then here's your Outbox, where it shows you everything that you've sent out if you didn't delete it. Then you have Compose. Let's clear this out. That way you can see what the Compose consists of. Daily check call, manual arrival, manual departure, temperature logs, fuel level, pickup delivery, drop trailer, interchange, owner operator fuel reimbursement, advance amount, trailer number, layover request, lumper request, I'm going on break for this many hours, OS&D. If you have to use the OS&D macro, give them a call also, because you never know. They might be turned around in their chair and a message might have come through and they might not have seen it. So I feel like people should, if it's OS&D, I think they should be calling people, making phone calls. The next thing I'm going to talk about is hours of service, and this is the big one. Okay, my name is Lisa McDowell. I have 1 hour and 59 minutes left on my DOT. In a few minutes that's going to change because I'm on my 30-minute break. Right now my duty status is off duty. I've been off duty for 29 minutes. My last reset 34-hour reset was 3/9 at 21:55 Central Standard Time. Today I've only driven 356 miles. Like I said, I'm on my 30-minute break. Let's do, when you get up in the morning and you want to go fuel and you want to do a pre-trip. I'm not gonna hit okay, but I'm gonna go through the motions. On duty, pre-trip, post-trip, and fueling at the same time. You can do both at the same time, and then you hit okay. But I'm not gonna hit okay because I'm on my 30-minute break. You can do those at the same time. Let's look at PC miles, because we as FFE drivers are not used to being regulated with the low PC miles, the off-duty PC miles. We used to have 250 miles, and this is how I used to use mine. If I ran out of hours in Chicago and I was in need of a 34-hour reset, I would use my PC miles and go see my mother, who lived 90 miles away in Indiana, and I would do my 34 hours reset there, and then I would use my PC miles to drive back before I was dispatched. So, but now we can't do that because I believe we only have 15 miles or 30 minutes of PC time. And meaning, if you only have 15 miles or 30 minutes, if it's taking you longer than 30 minutes to drive those 15 miles, you need to go, you need to figure something else out. This one, off duty, home time, shop status, break, tire check, meal break, PC home from terminal, or PC to the terminal from home. And I believe there's in some instances they will let you PC further than 15 miles if you're going home and do your 34-hour reset. But see, there's a lot of us that have, like my parents, one of them lives in Indianapolis, the other one lives in Elkhart, Indiana. And if I'm close enough, within 25 miles, 30 miles, whichever, I believe I should call Log Audit if I'm going to drive to my parents' house and have them fix it. But I don't believe that's the case when I'm out there over the road. I think they will only do it when I'm close to my actual home, which is in the system. Okay, so next I want to talk about the summary. This is your hours of 8-hour rest break, 11 hours driving, 14 hours on duty, and 70-hour that's your week, 70 hours. This is what I have left, 48 hours left on my 70. Today I have 6 hours and 15 minutes. I have 11 hours. On my 11, I have 5 hours and 27 minutes left. I can drive. See, that's the difference between the 527 and the 614. The 614 is on duty. The 527 is what I have left on my DOT, on my what I can drive. Okay. Clocks available to drive is 527. On duty is 614, and weekly is 48 on the United States. Okay, that's today's graph. That's what's going on today. This is my day log. This is different because it shows you where I was when I stopped, when I started driving, where I was on duty for 23 minutes in Sirocco, Texas, Sunland Park, New Mexico. I drove in here and then I went off duty. I started my day in Monahans, Texas. Okay, and this is my 8th day. This is what was going on the last 8 days. Now, this right here is approve. This is if you want to approve everything. There's no mistakes. There's nothing to fix. Now, I'm going to show you how to fix one. I'm going to show you how to do it, but I'm not going to actually do it. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to work with it on duty right here. That was for 13 minutes. I'm going to click this one. I'm going to hit edit. Now I'm going to say what I want to do with it. I want to change it to off duty. Off duty. I want to cut that part of it. And then I want to do it's on duty. I'm going to say, let's say fuel stop. And this will give you the option of choosing something else that you were doing at the same time. And that broke it in half. 6 minutes. You had a total of 13 minutes to work with. So that broke it down where on duty, 6 minutes of it, I was off duty. Well, we started out with the original was on duty. So I changed it to off duty. And for 6 minutes of it, I was off duty. But remember, you can change, you can put it where it was shop status or whatever you want to change it to. And then this one can be the fuel stop, on duty fuel stop for 7 minutes. But that was just an example. I'm going to cancel out of here because I don't want to fix anything. But I approved everything yesterday, so I only have 1 day worth of stuff in here today. So yesterday, before 1822, I approved everything. So that's how you fix any errors that you have. You have to go to approve and choose one. It can't be driving. Somebody else has to do that. You have to call Log Audit to fix a driving. You click on the one you want and you hit edit. And then if you want it for the whole time, the whole 7 minutes, you just change it to off duty, and whatever you were doing, break, and hit OK. But if it needs to be a shorter amount of time, then you hit the scissors, which is up top, and it'll cut it in half. Or you can fix the time exactly what you need it to be. So I'm going to hit cancel out of here. Now load. This is where a lot of people are getting violations. And we need to work on these violations as a whole. Okay, there's a lot of people that know that you're supposed to put your load ID number in here, which is right there, and the date. Now, once you put that start date in there, the end date will automatically default to the same date as the start date. But when, say like you're driving as far as we are, we're going from Dallas, Texas to Ontario, California. When we arrive in Ontario, then we will hit edit and change our end date, because ending means that we're no longer on that load, and that's what that's our end date. We're done with that load. Okay, so then the bill of lading. I don't have bill of lading numbers because I'm terminal to terminal, and they've asked me to put ones in there, or 0001 or fives or whatever. So I put ones. Our trailer number. Now let me explain trailer 1, 2, and 3. Okay, when you go, for instance, I've gone to Carthage, Missouri. Now I had to take an empty up there. Well, I'm dispatched on load whichever. They'll give me the load number, load, order, or trip number, whatever you want to call it. And I take that first trailer up there. That lets them know that that trailer has left the yard. And when I get to Carthage, Missouri, and I pick up the actual load, which is going to be delivered somewhere, I'll put trailer number 2, because that lets them know that Carthage, Missouri no longer has the trailer that I picked up, but they do have the new trailer, the first trailer that I had that I left the terminal with. And okay, so that's how you can put your trailer numbers in there. The next thing we're gonna do is, if you need to change, when you're ready to change your date, you just hit edit and just put in whatever date you need to put it in there. If you took 2 days to get it there, then you put the 13th, and then you hit OK. I'm gonna just hit OK because it's really gonna leave it there. But when you're ready to go to the next load, a new load, say we've made it to Ontario and we're picking up our new load, you hit new load and you put that trip number, order number, or load number in this field right here. You put the date is going to automatically populate both of them, the start and the end. The bill of lading number. Now most of you have bill of lading numbers, so I suggest you get out your paperwork and you look for it, and then you'll put that trailer number down there as well. And once all that is filled in, you'll hit OK. OK will be up where you can press it. And then when you make it to wherever your destination is, you can change the end date, and that will stop a lot of violations. There's a lot of people in violations because they're not putting the bill of lading numbers. Some people are not even putting this information in the system. So let's go back and look at this. You'll go to hours of service, and there's tabs up top, and you'll hit load, and you'll hit new load, and you'll go in there and you'll put your trip number, load number, order number, whatever it is. Like I said, start will automatically populate, and so will end date. Your bill of lading number should be on your paperwork unless you're line haul. And if you're dealing with one trailer, then you'll put that trailer number right there. If you're taking an empty somewhere, then you'll put that empty trailer number there, and when you pick up the new trailer, you'll put the new trailer number in number 2. I hope this has been helpful to you, and you have a great one. This is your Highway Diva, Lisa McDowell. Thanks. Bye.